best detective anime of all time that one must watch. Detective anime are always fun to watch if you like to wonder and anticipate what is about to happen next. Detective anime series feature characters who put together clues and pieces of evidence to be able to determine the identity of the criminal and how they committed the crime. Did you know that since its start in 1994, Case Closed is still on the air? Detective Conan continues to solve mysteries after all these years, proving that detective anime is both popular and commercially successful. That show may not be a fan favorite among today's audience, but you've got to respect its longevity. Welcome to DLP Movie, and here is the list of top 10 best detective anime of all time. HYOUKA. An ordinary place in an ordinary time and with ordinary people. Isn't that always the case? Be sure to bear with the ordinary in this anime when the mysteries reveal themselves. You'll soon find out how mystifying and thrilling the ordinary can be. HYOUKA is the story of unmotivated and lazy Utaro Ureki and how his daily life gets disturbed after he joins a literature club and meets a hyper-curious girl named Chitanda Uru. With this rather unusual fated bonding, Ureki is forced to leave his comfort zone and uses detective skills to solve mysteries within the school and the club. This mystery anime is surprisingly really good despite its seemingly boring premise. Ungo is set in a war-torn Tokyo, in a near-future Japan. In response to Japan sending their military abroad as peacekeeping forces, terrorists launched multiple attacks on Japan, killing many people and destroying much of its cityscapes. Sometime after the war receded to a period of uneasy peace, the Japanese parliament passed the Information Privacy and Protection Act, which gives the Japanese government control over the internet. Detective Shinju Ryuki and his strange partner Ian make a living in solving crimes and exposing human souls, all influenced in some way by the dystopian backdrop. Psychic Detective YAKUMO. Being born with a special ability, YAKUMO Saito was able to see apparitions and ghosts thanks to his left eye. This enables him to communicate with apparitions, and thus helped him in his investigation on cases such as murders or kidnappings. Although YAKUMO seems to have a cold demeanor towards other people, deep down he is willing to help others in need. Saito, armed with his incredible intelligence and observant skills, was able to solve cases, together with his partner Haruka Ozawa ahead of the police. This becomes the testament of his abilities as a detective, a spiritual one at that. It was revealed on this series that even though YAKUMO was able to see and communicate with the spirits, he was unable to exorcise them. Psychopaths. If Minority Report were an anime, it'd be Psychopaths. Set in the near future, this story looks at a society where the term thought crime is a real phenomenon.
Established his self-serving regime, and the drones started hunting down guerrillas.
Hong gained the upper hand by securing support from
The psychological profile or psychopath of an individual is monitored at all times. Anyone whose past exceeds the normal limits is a latent criminal. That's where the joint forces of the inspectors and the enforcers come in. Using a device called a Dominator, they are tasked with preventing crime before it happens. But what can they do when a criminal with a perfect psychopath score tries to overthrow the system? Lupin 3. Look who's here. It's a fun-loving monkey-like thief with a heart of gold. Lupin. Seeing the world of thieving as an exciting challenge rather than a frowned-upon profession, Lupin is captivating and fanciful while not really hurting anyone. He leads a band of misfits that includes a serious Splattermaster, a talented gunman, and a voluptuous terrorist, all ready to cause a lot of mayhem and trouble. This anime is a classic. You'll definitely enjoy its wackiness and charms. You might not notice it at first, but soon you'll realize that Lupin has stolen some of your time away from you, all in the name of fun though, so no regrets. Magic KAITO. Looking for something magical? Do you enjoy getting fooled with tricks that make you smile in awe? This sneaky thief is a master of magical tricks and pranks. see, he's already stolen your time and attention. Presenting KAITO Kid. When KAITO accidentally finds the secret hideout of his dad, a phantom thief, he decides to don his cape and identity as KAITO Kid to find out the truth about his father's death. Armed with magic tricks and quick wits, Magic KAITO flies through tons of jewel heists to find clues about a shady organization that not only causes mayhem but is also diabolically plotting to take over the world. Magic tricks, flashy snatching skills, and loads of mystery. What more can you ask for? The Phantom gives all the enjoyment that one needs in watching this Phantom mystery series. As KAITO Kid always says, humans like being tricked. That is why magic tricks make them happy. Monster. A decade ago, a young, brilliant doctor named Kenzo Tenma chose to save the life of the child over that of an adult. Not only did this effectively end his rising career and potential marriage, but years later he finds out he may have saved a serial killer. Now he's on the run trying to find out who is leaving a trail of bodies that point to him. Can he find the monster before Detective Liebert slaps the irons on him? Truly psychological and can mess up your head. The tension in the show will give you an eerie feeling all the time. The antagonist has a vibe of a supervillain with almost inhuman abilities, but he is human as everyone else. Pacing is a bit slow, but character development is great. Gothic. Gothic takes place in 1924 in a small, French-speaking fictional European country. The story centers on Kazuya Kyujo, the third son of a high-ranking officer of the Imperial Japanese Army, who is a transfer student to St. Marguerite Academy, where urban legends and horror stories are all the rage. There he meets Victoire, a mysterious yet beautiful and brilliant girl who never comes to class, and spends her days reading the entire contents of the library or solving mysteries that even detectives cannot solve. The series mostly focuses on Kazuya and Victoire getting involved in different mystery cases and their struggle to solve them, at the same time forming important bonds with different people and themselves. Death Note.
Sayonara, LUPIN.
Death Note tells the story of a high school senior, Light Yagami, and the events following his discovery of the Death Note. A seemingly simple notebook, the Death Note can be used to kill anyone as long as you know their name and face. Using it to enforce his own brand of justice, Light finds himself playing cat and mouse with the great detective L, with deadly results. Who will emerge victorious? Who will be the ultimate arbiter of justice? The answer lies within Death Note. Famed as one of the greatest mystery animes, Death Note is unique and disarming. Just watching this show keeps you in real suspense at every turn. Case Closed. Case Closed is an ongoing Japanese detective manga series written and illustrated by Go Shoyama. Detective Conan is the main character of this anime series. In the show, Shinichi Kudo, Conan's real identity, was made to drink a medicine that turned him into a child. With the mind of a man and the body of a child, he ventures out case by case to track down the people responsible for his transformation. With wits, brains, and an overwhelming passion for mystery, Conan traverses the world solving dandiest of cases. Trickery, logic, and mind games are staples of mystery anime. Detective Conan is one of the most beloved of the genre. What is your favorite anime from the list? Let us know below and don't forget to subscribe.